Honestly, this review is only kind of a joke. What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the ultimate dad shoe, the Nike Air Monarch. Thanks so much for tuning in today guys. Make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at RealSethFowler if you haven't yet. Also make sure to head on over to Twitch and give me a follow over there at Seth Fowler. But with all that out of the way, let's get into it. For years, dads have been flocking to outlets, Nordstroms, Payless shoe stores, DSWs, any economical, low-priced, affordable shoe store that you can imagine. I'm sure most of you guys have been there at least a couple times in your life. And the sole purpose for doing so was to pick up a shoe that was so discreet, so nondescript, so normal that no one would question the fact that these men are dads. And the shoe of choice is one of Nike's best-selling sneakers of all time. And of course, without further ado, here it is, the Nike Air Monarch. This shoe cost me $54 from Nike.com. It comes in both regular width and wide width. And honestly, it's not a terrible shoe. No, but in all seriousness, I'm not hating on the shoe. This is actually a pretty excellent sneaker. It's reasonably priced. In fact, most would call it inexpensive. It's actually surprisingly comfortable. And you know what? In 2018, this shoe might actually pop off. Laugh now, non-believers, but if you've kept your eyes open, you've seen that there's been a couple collaborations that actually aren't too shabby. Yeah, I mean, they might be done ironically, but they still look good. You've got the concept collab that's supposed to drop sometime this year with a black suede upper and a gum outsole. Actually, not a bad looking shoe. And then for New York Fashion Week, we've got a John Elliott collaboration that actually has red and blue accents, and again, it doesn't look too bad. This colorway sucks, I'm not disputing that at all, but some of those collabs, man, they're not too bad. So jumping right into the review with the upper of the sneaker, you've got a bunch of white synthetic leather panels that make up the toe box. There's actually kind of like a weird amount of stitching around the toe. You've got your standard double stitching around the edges of each panel, but what's weird is that they've actually added some more double stitching around the middle of this front panel, and then there's really weird like cutout with another panel peeking through with more double stitching. It almost kind of looks like a tongue popping out there. I really have no clue why they would do that. That can't be just for looks, right? Like that would be dumb. It's just there. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, which you probably don't, still there. Nothing you can do about it. You've got these 3 ventilation holes on either side of the toe. They don't seem to do anything, but they're there. You've got this little synthetic leather tab with a Nike swoosh in blue. The tongue itself is actually this pretty heavily padded mesh. Surprisingly comfy, but definitely hot. You've got your standard white oval laces. At the top of the tongue, you've got that coveted Air Monarch branding. Inside the shoe, you've got this navy blue sock liner to match the navy blue accents on the sneaker itself. As I mentioned, the shoe is heavily padded, so you are going to get a very comfortable ride, but it does get hot. The insole of the shoe is also blue with this Air Monarch graphic that says the width of the shoe and also the fact that this shoe is technically full-length air. I'm not sure how thick this air bubble is. I didn't really feel it when I was walking, but apparently it's in there, which honestly wouldn't surprise me if that was just a flat-out lie and I cut it open and there was nothing. But you know what? I choose to believe. Full-length air for 54 bucks though isn't actually that bad. As for fit, this shoe does fit true to size. I would go with whatever size you usually wear in any sneaker. And actually one of the best parts about this shoe is that they literally have every single size you would ever need in both regular width and in wide width, so you're set. If you get the wrong size, that's on you because, I mean, they have everything. Moving back on the sneaker, you've got more of the synthetic white leather, which, I mean, sucks. Again, $54 shoe. Can't hate on it too much. You've got more of that weird double stitching, which I guess is a design detail. I don't know why else they would do that. In the center of this midfoot panel, you've got a silver Nike swoosh with blue embroidery all the way around the outside. This shoe kind of reminds me of like a dentist office. I don't know why. That's a weird thing to think of. It also kind of has like this musty vibe to it. I don't think that's the shoe itself. I think that's just like the vibe I'm getting from it. Like musty. Continuing backwards, you've got another panel with some more excessive stitching and then some more ventilation holes that kind of look like speed lines behind the Nike swoosh, like it's going somewhere. To be fair, I think they needed that because I don't think I've ever seen anyone go too fast in this shoe. Walking, running, I don't know. I don't think it's ever gone past like 5 miles an hour. Moving around to the back of the shoe, you've got a split heel counter with Air branding across the top. Of course, you've got this nice white nylon pull tab with blue accents. Moving down the sneaker, you get to the sculpted foam midsole with full-length Air. This full-length Air definitely comes in handy when you're testing out this shoe at your local Foot Locker, kind of doing the rounds, running back and forth, doing that sort of dad jog run test that every dad seems to do in a Foot Locker. And if you haven't seen a dad test out a shoe like that in Foot Locker, you obviously have not been to many Foot Lockers. Finally, moving to the bottom of the shoe, you've got this black and white outsole, which is primarily just designed for walking. I guess you could pretty much do anything in this. It's not gonna be great for any of those, but honestly, it's not gonna be bad. Overall, guys, this is kind of a weird review for me because I originally bought this shoe to do like a joke video, and then I wore it, and I actually kind of liked it. So I hate that I'm admitting that, but you know what? Honestly, if you're looking for like a decent shoe and you're on a budget, Also, I gotta say, like, whether these shoes are coming up in pop culture ironically or people genuinely do think this is a good looking shoe, I think this is gonna pop off at some point. I think this shoe's coming up, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, think about it. You got the Yeezy 700s, which are obviously a dad shoe that not everyone likes. I personally really like them. They're not that different. One's premium, one's budget, but visually, the best part about this colorway is that it matches really well with your white tube sock. So if you're wearing this with your tubes and you've got your above knee shorts on, you're gonna look fresh. Or if you wanna cover up the top of the shoe with some really wide jeans, again, the color of the blue really matches nicely with the blue in the Nike swoosh. You're kinda set on all fronts. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's throw these guys on feet and see how they look. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know if you believe in the Nike Air Monarch comeback. I can't say that without laughing. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to me, Seth Fowler, if you want to see more content just like this. And follow me in all other forms of social media. The links will be in the description below.